Welcome back to more Acolyte. We are on episode 7, the penultimate episode before the finale next week. And this is going to be a pretty huge one. Sol is with Mae right now. He's going to explain everything to her. We're probably going to flash back to the past, see all of that, what really unfolded. We're going to get all of our answers, I'm hoping, in this episode here. Once we have everything, all the answers, I can really start siding with people, knowing if Sol is a good person or not. He doesn't seem to be, or at least he has a lot of regrets. Osha put on the Cortosis helmet last episode at the end. We might be going through a journey with her as well, connecting with the Force, getting in touch with her abilities again. And then we got Vernestra as well, who is investigating what's going on here. Might be putting together a team to go after Sol. I don't exactly know. Maybe she even, there's a lot of theories going around that Qimir was trained by her. My personal theory, after Qimir said that he was a Jedi a long time ago, kind of seems similar to Dagan Gera. Wait, it is Dagan Gera, I think. Dagan Gera from Jedi Survivor, either way, who was in the early days of the High Republic just a Jedi, and eventually went into a back to tank and just waited years and years and years in there before emerging in front of Cal Kestis, of course. I feel like Qimir could be like that. I don't think he has any like trait in him, any alien DNA that slows his aging. A long time ago could have just been an over exaggeration as well. Maybe he's not super old, but if he is super old, I'm guessing it's some kind of back to tank situation where he was like maybe a Sith a long time ago, was put in a back to tank and woke up in this current day time period or something. I don't know, maybe he has some witch magic on him that makes him not age. Something's going on, but I think we're gonna get a lot of answers, so let's hop into the episode. Leave a like if you've been enjoying the Acolyte. Check out my Bad Batch reactions, Rebels, Clone Wars, all of that on the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment your thoughts once it's over, and let's go. It's a long episode. Let's go. We got like 2 or 3 short ones in a row, so glad we're finally back at a normal length. Also, it's 100 degrees. I am dying. Brendok. 16 years earlier. Look at that. They got like Stonehenge going on. Is she using a metal detector back there? Who is that? Indara, maybe? Are they observing the life of Brendok? He put a plant inside of a pod thing, so glad we get to see more of these characters, more Indara and Kelnacca.
I'm not hungry.
It's unwise to insult a Wookiee's cooking.
Really?
Sick of eating Nuna legs. There's no one here, and if we were going to find something, we probably would have found it by now.
100 years ago, this planet was cataloged as lifeless because of a hyperspace disaster.
Is that the one from the High Republic books?
It's thriving.
So there's some plants here. Big deal.
We are looking for aversions.
What's aversions?
A concentration of force energy.
Ah.
Location.
Aversions could create life, like what we see on this planet.
Interesting. Only took 7 weeks for them to give him the mission details. With the witches living here, you'd think it'd be the opposite, like a life-full planet would be like slowly draining or something.
I do not tell him answers to ease his mind. I teach him to seek the answers for himself. That's why I have a Padawan and you do not.
Wow. He'll get one.
So, follow the river. We haven't covered the Northlands yet.
Oh, it's when he spies on them? Yeah, we got the little blue bugs flying around. The tree. Yeah, maybe everything comes from there. I like seeing this from Sol's perspective.
What are you doing here?
Coral is a little scary.
Breaking the rules. It isn't fair. Rules are... No.
Why is he so scared? He's like shuddering. Okay. He seemed like really scared for some reason, but maybe it was just of being caught. Not that he felt any presence or anything. He's actually gonna scale that. Okay. He watched all of this. He just doesn't like the way they're using the Force or something. I don't know. The whole inside of this mountain, like the high-tech part of it, feels so out of place. Oh, that's when they all turned. That abyss is scary. That is straight out of Octu.
They do not treat the girls like children.
We should return to the ship, ask the council for guidance.
I fear for the girls' safety.
He does care.
Indara, I know you would defer to the council, but I insist. Come with me. See what I have seen.
What if Indara is a plant? She started in that witch cult too. She started there, infiltrated the Jedi. I don't know. They all have different reactions to this scenario. What's going on? This episode's giving me a lot of episode 1 and 2 vibes of them being just like detective Jedi going in. I really liked that part. Wish we could get a whole show of just that. Nothing happens here. We already know that.
Mother of this coven.
We thought this planet was uninhabited.
The all-knowing Jedi were ignorant of their surroundings. I find that
They
hard
were.
to believe.
They didn't know. Oh, Torben. Oh.
Torben, Jedi Padawan, son of paupers from the planet Bonadon.
Oh my gosh, she knows everything. She just got in his head. Oh my gosh, what if she trapped him for a long time?
Good Jedi. You are a strong and good Jedi. But you have natural desires you suppress.
Oh, really?
Tell me. Do you wish to escape this planet? Do you wish to escape this planet? Do you wish to escape this planet? I would always let you have what you need.
I would fall for this. I would give in. Not gonna lie.
Ask me. Ask.
I want to return to Coruscant.
Kneel.
What happened to Torben, man? Did she take him over from there on? And he...
If you want your Padawan returned to his right mind, I suggest you all leave. Now.
I want to show them what you taught me. Please let me take the test.
Huh. At this point, was Torben not himself? Was it Aniseya in his head?
I feel she's meant to be my Padawan.
Weird how Qimir feels the same way about them.
Do not confuse what Osha wants with what you want.
I mean, Osha said, though. She does want to. We know that about her. Mae's test. This is what we heard.
What do you want me to do?
She's not gonna do it.
Tell us what you see.
Is that a Wampa? How would she know?
Ship. A castle.
Lothcat.
A
Gonk.
planet.
Gonk gonk. I'm so good at this game. They knew.
What was everyone doing in the courtyard?
Ascension.
What is that?
What is that?
Ascension must be very important to include a marking like that.
Mama says Ascension means Osha and I will lead the coven. That's why I have a marking like Mama.
But your children, how can you become the leaders?
I don't know.
Like
Mama
one.
said, everyone must walk through fear. Everyone must be sacrificed to fulfill their destiny.
Yep, I called it. In episode 3, I called it. All the witches die in a ceremony. They're not covered in fire. I said they all die, all as many or whatever, into these two. The power of many into these two. That's what was going on. I called it. I said all of that in episode 3. They all sacrificed themselves. There's so much in their looks. I just don't know what it is. There's so much when they're just looking at each other, like, I can't tell what they're thinking. Dara, what are you, like, what's she thinking? She's disappointed. She knows something has to be done.
I've contacted council for instruction.
Nah, and Dara was up to something. No wonder Mae blamed her so much.
Something is wrong.
The council said no.
Well,
They will not sanction bringing the twins to Coruscant.
is that true?
Will they let us come home at least?
No.
No.
Let me talk to the... I want to do what's best for Osha.
You don't get to decide that.
It's the twins' blood test results.
What is it?
The M count is very high. Very force sensitive.
That's awesome.
They are twins.
No, exactly the same. Even identical.
They're clones?
But have different symbionts.
Are they clones?
The twins were artificially created?
Maybe we're tapping into a power dense enough to split one consciousness into two bodies?
Only a virgins could create that type of power.
Qimir! Stop! Don't you see? We just need proof of a virgins, and those girls are the proof. This is our ticket home.
Stop him!
Okay, he's kind of irrational a little bit. He really wants to go home. Jeez. Like, jeez, talk about it for a second, man. So they're not clones. That was a theory that was out there. Okay.
Good girl. Get mad.
It's still, that fire did not kill them, though. It's time for the sacrifice, guys.
Right now, I choose Mother.
Feel like that's gonna be like a GIF. Ultimate Mother.
No one can get in or out.
Witches, arm yourselves!
Okay. Still don't know why she starts this fire. I mean, just to light that book on fire, but...
There's no way that we can land the ship there. If I can get close enough, do you think you can make the jump? Go. We must stop him before he starts a conflict. Go!
Why can't you land the ship? Because they're gonna, like, shoot you?
I told you we cannot use violence.
Uh-huh.
And I told you I would die before I let the Jedi take my children.
One parent is much better than the other. I like Aniseya. They tried to put it out. How did it spread on the stone so fast, though? And so far? The oil. That's what happened? I thought she was like a force manifestation or like something crazy. She really did just start the fire. But all these people definitely did not die to it.
Where did they come from? How were they created?
Yes, I would like to know as well.
Someday, those noble intentions you all have will destroy every Jedi in the galaxy.
How does she know? Your fault.
Help me.
That's Mae. He doesn't even know the difference. What the heck is that? What is going on? Wait. Why did he do that? I don't know what she was doing, but I wanted to see it.
I was going to let Osha go.
Yeah.
It's what she wants.
What was she doing though? What the heck was that? Coral's just standing there.
Mama! Mama!
Mae.
Run!
Yeah. She's dodging. Oh, they're gonna have to kill everyone. Dang, Torben's kind of crazy.
Fight me!
I would just force all the arrows back. Why isn't she using any cool witch powers? Just Aniseya was. Yo, how does that explosion... Just because the fire got to the electrical parts? I thought there was way more going on, maybe, like...
The twins! They're locked inside!
Everything's just destroyed. I guess a lot of stuff came crumbling down from the mountain, but... Oh, she's doing it too. What the heck? Oh, she does possess Kelnacca. That's why Torben gets the scar and stuff. Oh, they're all doing it. That looks scary. Oh my gosh. How do you even stop him? Dang, the one-handed fighting. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, nice. Okay, I was like, what? So we just got the scar from a little Wookiee fighting. Okay. There you go. He can rip your arms off, man. So is it all of them in there? Do they know how to control O? Do they know how to fight with a saber? Oh, shoot. Oh, she's the strongest one. They were making us suspicious of her. She's the best one. Oh, she kills. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, she had to do that. She just gotta kill him on Jaro, man. Yo, that little book on fire really did all this? I just don't believe it. But at the same time in Star Wars, one little missile... Well, no, that was made on purpose, okay. Never mind, I was gonna say one missile destroyed the entire Death Star. But that was programmed in there on purpose. I don't think the person building this mountain base made sure that if you light a fire on this one little switch, it'll detonate the entire mountain. So Soul was just as confused. He was too weak at this point. Why are they just reaching for each other? Run away from the falling bridges. He had to let one go. Wow. Well, that explains it. I loved the way Kelnacca was fighting with his just big swings. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Kelnacca.
Yeah, it's your fault,
A
man.
message to Coruscant.
But where did Coral go? Like, she kind of just like vanished. She didn't just possess Torben. They've already done, or not Torben, Kelnacca. They've already done that before and they were perfectly fine after. I mean, did Indara kill her when she did the thing and killed all the other witches? Good intentions, Soul. So he's not a complete villain. He didn't do anything too bad. But he is responsible for Indara having to kill so many people, which she feels really bad about.
They burned down the witch's fortress, and everyone was lost.
The weird thing is, that was the truth the whole time. Wait. What the heck?
They started a fire.
How do they know it was Mae that started it? Did she say? That's it. Oh, The Power of Two. That song is actually pretty good. They actually made a pretty good song. There's only one episode left. Oh, we didn't get any like real, like current stuff. We didn't get Mae's reaction to his hearing this story, or even more of Osha after she put on the helmet. Dang. These episodes are so quick. They end so fast, man. Even though it says it's 44 minutes. I am a little disappointed. This is the first one I'm saying that. Everyone's theories and stuff were so much cooler of what could have happened, or the intentions behind the Brendok mission. Now, there's some cool stuff we learned, though. The Virgins, and more information about the twins themselves. And I liked watching all that stuff of them discovering what was causing the Virgins on the planet and everything. So they didn't all sacrifice themselves for them. I was actually wrong. They all just died because of Indara. But the truth that we were learning and uncovering this episode, we didn't learn anything about Qimir's past either, which is disappointing. We have one episode left. I don't know what they're going to do in that one episode. Dang, man. That is a little disappointing. Because this episode was so much repetition and not enough new information, because the truth of the matter was that they've been telling the truth this whole time. Mae did start a fire. Torben still feels responsible about everyone that died there. They knew they did some bad things. Torben ended up killing himself later on because of how bad he feels about this. He just wanted to go back to Coruscant. Yeah, nothing really like new came of it. There was no hidden secret that they didn't tell. Also, Coral would just overreact this episode. I know her children are being taken away from her, but it's the choice of the kid. It's the choice of Osha. She really wanted to get involved and fight the Jedi. Think she can go up against the Jedi. Mother Aniseya was the most sane person here, and she seemed to know the future, and she seemed to know if Torben went back to Coruscant, everything would be fine. But yeah, I still don't know what the thing was where she was like turning into a giant bad vampire thing. Smoke monster looking thing. She like just screamed randomly when Mae said there's a fire. I guess she just wanted to like, I don't know. I don't even know what that was. She was gonna go float away and save Osha, but Soul stabbed her. A lot of this was Torben's fault. A lot of it was Soul's fault. The truth that we learned here that we didn't know before is just that it's all Coral's fault, actually, because she told Mae to get angry. Made Mae light the fire because she was angry, and then convinced all the witch ladies to possess the Wookiee. Ultimately, I feel like it just doesn't even really matter. We could have gotten this in episode 3. We didn't just need Osha's perspective. We could have seen it all. That would have made it flow a lot better, because with the 1 episode left, I don't know what we're gonna do. That's what's scary. And I say that about like almost every Disney Plus show. I have loved The Acolyte so much so far, but learning that the truth of what happened on Brendok was really what happened on Brendok, and they've been telling the truth basically this whole time, is a little disappointing. I wish there was more to it. And it also has nothing to do with Qimir. Like, we didn't get any Qimir this episode, and he's the main focus, the main villain. Now, what could be behind that divergence? I mean, Aniseya said she created the twins. She said that in episode 3. So was it her that created the Virgins? What? What does it have to do with Qimir also? I feel like it has to connect to him in some way. He seemed to have known Soul a long time ago. I just want more Qimir answers. That's the real story that'll probably get a little juicy. The second Sith hasn't even appeared yet, and Leslie Hilden said there's going to be 2 Sith in this show. I don't think she's talking about like Osha becoming one or whatever. So all in one episode, we got to get introduced to a new Sith. We have to find out more about Qimir's past, probably. Indara has to be on the Soul, chasing him down. The only thing I could think of from the trailers that we haven't gotten yet is Soul flying through that asteroid belt. So that's going to happen next episode, which I wish I didn't know. But I don't like that. Like, I mean, all of this honestly could have been done in 20 to 30 minutes. There were so many repeated scenes in here that we've already seen before. And I know things do that all the time where you see the same scene, but you're seeing it from a different perspective. But it was basically the same perspective. It didn't really change anything. And some of the time it was the exact same scene from the same camera angle and everything that we've already seen in episode 3. That happened multiple times in this episode, and it was kind of annoying because it was just getting rid of the runtime. They could have fit some Qimir stuff in there, or some Osha current day, some of Soul actually telling the story to Mae instead of just all showing. But I do like knowing that Brendok has this like magic element to it, that it created these kids. It's got this dark secret, and that might be also something to do with the giant hole on it as well. But yeah, I think this is the first episode I'm actually disappointed in, just because of the repetition of it. And I thought so much more was going to be going on. I thought Soul could turn out to be an evil person. I thought Qimir might have appeared back on Brendok, and maybe he had something to do with everything that happened. But just nothing, like not really any new info came of this episode, in my opinion. So what I feel is this episode really could have just done a nice 10 to 15 minutes, maybe even less, of, we already know Soul like was spying on the girls, right? We saw all of that. We saw all the daytime stuff. We saw all of that. We just needed to know what happened that night. It could have even opened right before Mae starts the fire, and Coral telling her to start the fire, and seeing all of that in the span of 10 minutes. And then we could have gone to like the future of Osha at Coruscant training, all of that. I want to know more about Osha's past or future from here in Coruscant training to be a Jedi. Why did she get out of touch with her force powers? Why did she leave in the first place? How strong was she? How much potential did she have as his Padawan? I wish we got to see all of that, and not just the same thing we saw in episode 3. Because it feels like the same person that directed episode 3 directed episode 7 here. It seems like they filmed all of that all together as one thing, but then they put them 3 episodes apart. Because what was supposed to be this big reveal of what really went down just turned out to be exactly what we all thought. Kind of like the Qimir situation. Except Qimir is actually like a really good actor, and I'm excited that he was the Sith. Whoever was the person under the mask didn't have to be a huge reveal of some unknown person. But what happened on Brendok should have been a much bigger reveal. I think I can completely go by saying this episode had no problems if there wasn't one episode left. If I knew this was a 22 episode series or something and we were going to get a lot more information, this wouldn't be a problem. But since it was a lot of reused things and could have been told much quicker, and then we could have led into Osha's past on Coruscant, Osha wearing the helmet now, talking to Qimir, any of that stuff, any actual new stuff, Indara investigating Soul, anything. Like when the boys and House of Dragon are dropping hour-long episodes and they're just like, they feel long. They feel like there's a lot to unpack in every single one. This one offered almost nothing to unpack. It played out the exact way it played out for Osha. Like, there was nothing new, really. There was like, there was like some details, but it's like the gist of it is exactly what happened in episode 3, sadly. So, a little disappointed with this episode. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this for you guys. Check out Bad Batch, Rebels, anything else on the channel. I'll be talking more about this on Twitter, of course. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one very, very soon, the finale.